All right. So, Heather, where were you at before you got started with me? With either we started the December challenge, but before the December challenge or before you decided to start the one-on-one coaching program?
Um, I was feeling very concerned with the direction that my weight was going, my overall mental health, and how I was feeling through stress at work, and just wanting to have better guidance with my nutrition.
Awesome. What do you remember like what the main struggle was for you at the time?
I think just having consistency in what the plan was for me. I would get in spurts where I would work out for several weeks and be really diligent, and then I would go through phases where I might not work out for a couple weeks, and just I could tell a difference in how I was feeling, my stress levels, and then with my diet, I was just completely confused with what was going to work for me and trying different fads.
Okay. What fads had you tried before?
Um, I had done keto, which I felt like did work really well for a short period of time. And then um, I was trying intermittent fasting, and I just kept feeling like I was starving all of the time, trying to eat within like certain windows. I would say those are the main two that I've tried over the last couple of years.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that'd be a bit frustrating to be feel like you're hungry all the time and then also feel like you're not really getting anywhere with it too.
Well, and I even remember asking you in December, like, how do you feel about the fasting, the intermittent fasting? And you were like, yeah, I'm not a big support of that. But we can talk more about it.
Yeah. All right. That's awesome. So, coming from having lower mental health, the lack of consistency, and just trying the fads and being stuck, where do you feel like you are now after we did the whole month of the December challenge and then you did the 3 month program? So, fast forward to 4 months now.
I mean, I feel very empowered. I feel like I'm on a great start. I have loved all of the workouts. I have not skipped a single workout. I know we planned for three, and I've always done the four. I've got my daughter doing them with me, and just teaching her. She's starting high school, and just the importance of taking care of our bodies. And then the nutritional plan, like I really figured out. Um, it was hard to start tracking my food so regularly, and now it's just a part of my lifestyle. And it's really challenging. It helps you to make sure that you're really meeting that protein mark, and how important protein is for us, but yet staying within those calories. So I feel like I've learned a lot with nutrition as well.
Awesome. What do you think is the biggest takeaway that you got from the program?
I feel like just challenging your own self. Like I'm a very competitive person, so I really enjoyed the December challenge with the group and kind of feeding off of other people's energy. But for me, I think the last 3 months was just challenging my own self and really embracing where I want to be and who I want to be. And just, I really liked the week that we focused on doing mindfulness, and just that relaxation 5 minutes a day. And so I've already kind of taken that back to my regular daily workout as well. At the end of my workout, I do my 5 minutes of mindfulness.
Yes, that's awesome. That makes me so happy. I love it. I think that's awesome. I mean, I try to throw in those the mindset and the mindfulness and tidbits in there too, but I think hopefully that's more than you expected as far as like nutrition and fitness. Maybe you get like a little bit more of the mentality behind everything too, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. How do you feel like this program has maybe impacted? I know you said it's you've been teaching your daughter. Do you feel like it's impacted you at work and your daily routine there?
Yes, I mean, I am a boss and I manage 17 nurses. And just really embracing them to take care of themselves this year. We're really focusing on self-care. We have a wellness group that has been coming out through the organization that does blood pressure and weight checks and measurements monthly. They also give out like a food, like a recipe and that sort of thing. So just really empowering my staff to take care of themselves this year has been really big and a good motivation for the team.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have they asked you about your program or anything you've been doing where you're able to teach and maybe mentor a little bit with them of what you've learned?
Um, yes, I mean, some of my office, I have one office partner, and then a couple of the girls at lunch have listened to some of your programs and some of the speakers that you've had on there. So, yeah.
Awesome. I love that. That's my huge thing. I love that like the bigger impact, hopefully, that I teach one person and they teach other people. So at least a couple tidbits get shared later on down the line. Very cool. Um, is there anything you feel that was unique about the program or something you enjoyed specifically?
I mean, I really enjoy not having to leave my house to do the workout. I don't pay a gym. I mean, I have a lot of the equipment here. Or if I don't have it, you've done a good job of talking me through how to supplement that workout
Mm.
uh, based on the equipment that I have. I like that it's all virtual. We're not even in the same state. And yet I feel like I and we have regular conversations and I can reach out to you with questions. And I like that you send us kind of a kickstart to the week. And
Yeah.
this is focus on and how I'm going to empower you this week as a woman. So I love that.
Yes. That's so cool. So cool. So I guess, I mean, for you, obviously, different people have different plans, whether it's in a gym or at home. But that was a good thing for you to have. You had the equipment at home, so that way you made it. The program was able to fit you and then make it work for what you had, right?
Yeah, I loved.
Cool. Very cool. All right. Um, those are my main questions. I kind of want to go back to what you said a little bit earlier about um, just what you said about not being scared to eat, because the part I'd like, if you don't mind, for you to repeat the starving versus the binge eating, just because I've had a handful of women that like that's what we're working on because they go from eating nothing one day to eating so much the next day, and then it's just like the up and down like destroys their mental health. Like it's a huge thing. So
Yeah, even one of my employees, she works out quite a bit too. And I was telling her the plan that you have me on as far as maintenance is with might go through our phase of lessening the calories a little bit, taking that 10%. And she was like, wow, that's a lot of food. Like, that's a lot of calories, or that's a lot of protein. And I'm like, but I'm seeing the results that I want, that I need for myself, which is muscle and just toning up. It's not all about, I think everyone gets so focused on the weight loss too. Um, but I mean, I went from, you know, flexing how many calories I had so much before I started your program. I might be eating 1200 this day, and then I was eating 2200 the next day, and just my body didn't know how to respond to that. Like you said, you need that consistency, and protein is huge, and that's probably what I learned the most. And I'm not hungry. I mean, sometimes I have to kind of force myself to eat the protein, as we've talked about before, because I'm like, really not hungry. And, what do I do today? And you're like, oh, just have a protein drink, and just kind of learning. If you don't keep up with it, though, you're going to be starving 2 days from then. So it's just listening to your body, but also um, sticking with the program because it does work.
yeah, awesome. Cool. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate all of your feedback. Was there anything missing or anything you feel like I could have done better for you to help?
Now, like I said, I feel like you met all the needs that I was expecting. Um, And I really loved the progress pictures too, and being able to see those changes in our body. And again, just teaching me that it's not all about the scale. Because like I said, I really didn't lose any actual like pounds, but lost 4.5 inches on my waistline alone. And
Yeah.
just being those pictures and that progress is impactful.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it. Yes, huge difference. I love your side by side photos. You can definitely tell a big difference. All right. Any final thoughts or anything else you'd like to share?
No, thank you so much. And I hope
No?
other people sign up for your program. You did a great job. And I'm sure I'll be joining you again next winter.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love that. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank